Welcome to the Mind's Eye, where we explore things often gone unnoticed and hidden in plain view, while delving into the deeper meanings behind that which is seen, heard, and experienced every day. To be truly aware is to be truly alive, and this is the Mind's Eye. For most people, family is the most important institution in their world. Family and family values shape who we are as people and molds our worldviews. From childhood, we are taught and conditioned to hold high regard for family structure and the roles individuals hold within that structure. Today, the family is defined in many different ways, but how do these definitions relate to the original definition and the hidden meaning behind the word family? And what implications does this hidden meaning have for the institution of today's family and its relationship to modern society? In this video, we explore the definitions of family and a hidden meaning behind the word. As we begin, we ask that you click subscribe and hit the like button and notification icon to be informed the moment we upload new and interesting content. In most cultures throughout the world, the family plays one of the most significant roles in society and the lives of nearly all people on the planet Earth. Most people consider family to be a sacred institution. For many individuals, family is the foundation of their identities, where the basic needs of the individual can be met. Needs such as inclusiveness, security, and purpose, to name a few. One's connection to their family shapes not only their self-identity, but forms the initial filter through which they view the world. But what is family? Modern definitions define family as a group of one or more parents and their children living together as a unit, while more general definitions describe a family as all descendants or progeny of a common ancestor or progenitor, or more loosely, any of the various social units differing from but regarded as equivalent to the traditional family. In this sense, a traditional family can be defined as consisting of spouse and children. The term nuclear family describes a household consisting of parents and their children, while the term extended family describes the relatives of the nuclear family, including grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and even in-laws. Not all cultures differentiate between nuclear and extended family. For some, sharing a common ancestor is enough. And for others, family refers to all those who reside in the same household, regardless of blood ties. With so many definitions of the word family, it can become easy to lose sight of the real meaning of what is meant when one utters the word family. But what if the word family has an even deeper and more revealing meaning, uncovering the true relationships of individuals within society? A relationship of advantage, of privilege, and of power. To understand this, we must take an even deeper look at the word family. The modern English use of the word family is said to come from the Latin word familia, which means household servants, servants of a household, or members of a household, estate, or property, including relatives and servants. The Latin word familia is said to derive from the Latin word familis, meaning servant or slave. Question. How is it that a word used as a term of deep endearment for some with regards to their loved ones is also used in describing someone in a most dehumanizing condition, as with an enslaved person? If the meaning of family refers to those belonging to a household or those who share a common bloodline, how is the current use of the word related to its original meaning, referring to servants and slaves? How did these meanings come to intersect? A possible answer to this question can be seen in the Latin word domus, meaning parents and their children, which replaced the Old English word huskype, which meant family, referring to those of the same household, as in man, woman, child, and domestic servants. The Latin word domus is the root of the modern English word domestic. Even in the Old English, the servants of the house were included as being part of the household, with the word representing all those who share in the inner workings of that household. We are familiar with the idea that butlers, maids, nannies, gardeners, and pool cleaners can be a part of or treated just like family, while having a clear and uncontested role as servant rather than relative. In Latin, there existed a distinction between the relatives of a household, domus, and those who but served in the household, familis. These distinctions can be seen today, where those members of the quote-unquote family are also referred to as the help, with the term clearly illustrating their roles as servants rather than relatives or equals within the household. Questions one may ask: how does this relationship play out in greater society? What are the implications of the general public referring to themselves and their children as family? Does the word imply a relationship between the institution of family and the society at large, where the role of the family is to serve and advance the society? Are the non-wealthy, non-nobility, social economic classes essentially slaves to our upperclassmen and women? And is the language we use indicative of the reality of that slave-servant status? There are no clear answers to these questions, but for those who recognize the power of words and their meanings, it may be best to avoid words which hold sinister implications behind their meanings. But if the word family would not be best used to describe the relationship one has to their relatives and closest associates, what word would be the best to use? One possible alternative to use instead of family is the word house, which has been used since 1000 CE to describe one's relatives, including progenitors and ancestors, as well as progeny and descendants. Some may suggest the use of the word household to describe the same, but it should be noted that household is defined as members of a family collectively, including servants. The term household can also be applied to furnishings, appliances, and other articles belonging to a house. It would seem that the best word to use as an alternative to family is the word kin. The modern English use of the word kin is said to come from the Old English word kin, meaning family, race, rank, nature, sort, and kind, which comes from the Proto-Germanic word kunja, meaning blood relatives, which is said to result from the Proto-Indo-European root gene, meaning give birth or beget, referring to the biological origin of an individual with recognition of their blood relative and tribal groups. So, the next time the word family is used, ask yourself, how does the use of this word relate to its true and hidden meaning, referring to servants and slaves? And what implications does the word family have in today's society? Are we falling under a subconscious spell, driving ourselves and our children into a seemingly natural condition and position of serving the wealthy and noble classes of society? Or does the evolved meaning of the word family overpower the spell associated with this original meaning? And what other interesting meanings behind words are you familiar with? Let us know by leaving a comment. To be truly aware is to be truly alive. Keep a clear mind's eye.